Hey there, Internet Drifters. This is Izanami-kun with the Watch Me Write for the Lonely Flasher. If you haven't checked it out, the Let's Play for the Lonely Flasher, the description will have a link to it. So what we are doing here is this, what we've already written. This is about half of the notes that I took from the first video of the Let's Play. And now here we are to write the second half. I will probably go over this and do an edit and make this better than it is. But I might not. I'm not really sure. Last time I never got around to saying that he was naked up here. It's more of a thing that I should probably come back and do, but I don't want to forget it. So I'm going to, before I get started on the rest of it, try to figure out where I want it to be revealed that he's naked. So I want to put it somewhere around here. I don't want it to start out with the nakedness. That might put people off when they start reading. So I want to put it somewhere around here because this is where it would become a problem. Carrying wood when you're naked. There's the fear of it, you know, rubbing against your skin and doing splinter things. So I feel like that should be something here, but I can't think of something that isn't lewd. So I think I need to think a little bit longer. So sometimes it helps to separate the rest of the work for me, because in my mind, trying to squeeze a sentence between two other already formed sentences in an already formed paragraph, I don't know why. It just seems like trying to squeeze between two giant stones. It's very uncomfortable and threatens to squish me. If I separate it like this, then I have all this wiggle room, all this space to just put whatever I want, and then I can collapse it when I'm finished. Of course. In doing so, sometimes I find out that's not really the best place for it. But that's always fixable. Yeah, I didn't exactly say anything about him being naked, did I? There we go. It's not much, but it's there. So now that we've gotten that taken care of, now we can go to the rest of these notes. The next thing he'll be doing is cutting another cactus, but he's going to get bored and have a strong urge to cloud watch, which may not sound like it makes any sense, but that's what happened in the game. And I thought it was hilarious that he kept trying to cloud watch while getting the wood to make a club to then go hunt so that he could eat. Not very priority driven, I should think. So I'm going to put it in there even though it doesn't really sound like it should fit, and I'm going to make it fit because that's something that I can do as a writer. I should be able to anyway, right? I really thought that was a word. It is a word. It's just not in their dictionary. Add to dictionary. Now, I never mentioned that there was water inside the cacti. It's a fairly common belief that there is going to be water inside there, but I don't know that that's always true. I think sometimes the cactus really is hollow. I mean, even if it does collect water there, it's a desert. The reason why it collects water there is the same reason why a camel collects water in its hump. It's for storage, and at some point it's going to run out because it's storing it for the times when there isn't water. I'm going to put in here, just for a little bit of realism's sake, a mention about, him finding a tiny bit of water in one of them, because there's, in RimWorld, there's no need for water. I don't know why. I don't know how they'd even put that in, even if, it was a thing. But they don't put anything about needing to drink water, which is kind of a main human necessity. Without water, we die. In the desert, this is a huge problem because where would they get water? The only place that I could think of is the blood of animals and the hollow part of a cactus. Since I haven't put anything about water earlier, I'm going to let him have not found any water And that this may be the first time that he finds a cactus that was able to store enough water for him to have something to drink. I mean, he'd be really thirsty by now, but he's also starving by now too, so everything's catching up with him. So this moment will give him a little bit of renewed hope to have some water finally. Too many moments. So here's where I hesitate because I need to come up with some kind of backstory. Right now I have a name for the planet, Ruboy, or Ruboys if you like pronouncing the S. And I have a city that he came from, Theroige. I don't really know how I'd pronounce that, but that's as close as I can come. But what did he do there? Because when I look back at the notes over here, he has a bad back, okay? Which means he can't really do a whole lot of manual labor. He could do some, though. And he's okay at construction. So we could go with him being in construction and just not being very good at it. You know, just being okay at it. He's got some interest in these things, and he's pretty decent at shooting, so I could have him be like a competitive archer or something. And he's good at social, which, you know, he shouldn't be in construction because that's not a very social thing. Maybe this is his day job and his real passion or his real goal in life was to win shooting contests. Yeah, let's do that. And bring it back to a little bit of reality. There's no clouds in a desert. So now we have a reason why he wants to make a bow, because he's an archer. He's good at shooting, or at least he's okay at shooting. technically, because he is, however you say this word, ascetic, whatever that word is, he doesn't mind eating raw meat. I didn't think about that at the time in the game when I was playing, but there is an argument to be made that the cooked meat, I believe, is worth more nutritionally than the raw meat, which it is in real life too, so that makes sense. So we're gonna go with that reasoning for why he needs to cook the food. It's not a preference of, oh, this would be disgusting. It's more of a, well, I'm starving and any nutrition is better than no nutrition. But if I have the time to, more nutrition is better than less. Okay, we're almost finished with video one's notes. So here we're going to try to wrap it up a little bit. It's not a very long chapter. I would say the average chapter is probably at least 2 of these pages, if not 3. 2 to 3, maybe somewhere around there is average. So it'll be a little bit short, but that's okay. I don't really need a chapter to be X amount of words or pages or anything. Just as long as the story flows. And there we go. Now we are finished with video 1's notes, and that will conclude this video. I hope you enjoyed this writing session, and I hope that it was helpful in some way. And I will see you guys in the next video.